All right, you know what time it is. Live from the Bare Muscle Garage, it's time for GWOD. GWOD is where we work on some skills that we use in these workouts in order to help us to get better at them, focusing on one skill at a time, making our workouts better. Today, we're going to work on the air squat. And let's go ahead and have Twin One demonstrate 2 air squats for us. And let's hold the bottom of the second one here. So notice a couple key things. Twin One has the hips below the knees. She's got those heels on the ground. And she's got the chest up, shoulders back. A nice vertical torso there. And then she's driving through the heels until she gets all the way back up to a fully standing position. And so we need to see those 2 key things here. Full depth. Let's see one more full depth. And we need to see that full extension at the top, hips and knees locked out, shoulders back. Now, it could be that getting those hips down below the knees is a bit of a challenge, and that's completely fine. We got some options for you here. One option is to do assisted squats. We could use a chair or a footstool or a medicine ball. And let's go ahead and have Twin One demonstrate a couple assisted squats or sit to stands. We're going to be standing in front of that object, setting those hips back, and then standing up, preferably without the help of the hands there. Now, if we are doing this from a seated position, that's fine as well. What I'd like you to do from a seated position is if you have a chair with handles, I'd like you to try to push up into a dip position. And let's have Mighty Mouse demonstrate a couple dips here. And so you can get those hips as high as you can and then back down. Now, we understand that this could still be a very challenging movement for some of us. So if you're doing this from the seated position and you'd like a little bit more challenge within your circumstances, we could do some curls, and you can grab a couple light dumbbells and we could do curls in that way as well. So we're going to have 2 light dumbbells, and then we're going to curl up to the shoulders like this. So how does this work? Well, every 30 seconds for 10 rounds, we're going to do a certain amount of air squats. We're going to pick a number such as 5, 10, or even 15. If this is your first time doing GWOD, what number do you think I want you to pick? 5. Now, the more often we do these GWODs and we come back to certain moves and revisit them, maybe we can creep that number up a little bit. Maybe we're not quite ready for 10. Maybe we can pick 7. So pick a number that you feel is good for you to do every 30 seconds for 10 rounds. We're going to hit our reps and then we're going to rest the rest of the 30 seconds. And we're going to repeat this for 10 total rounds. But don't get confused here. In these 10 rounds, the first couple rounds are going to feel super easy, or at least they should. It's going to start to get really spicy as we get into rounds 4, 5, and 6, and then we're just hanging on there for the last couple rounds. So please, let's pick a nice, smart number. If you're good to go, let me see a thumbs up. Twin One, you ready to go with that thumbs up over there? Mighty Mouse, we got a thumbs up over there, and Deb as well with a thumbs up over there. So I'm going to set our interval clock every 30 seconds for 10 rounds, and you're going to do either 5, 10, or 15 air squats. Or if you'd like to pick a slightly different number in between those, you can do that as well. So here we go, guys, starting in 10 seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, the first of 10 rounds, and we got Twin One getting all the way down, all the way up, moving at a good pace. We've got Deb doing some sit to stands. We've got Mighty Mouse, has been doing this program for quite some time, and Mighty Mouse is doing some sit to stands. So 10 seconds here. Let's get ready. Second round is coming upon us. 3, 2, 1. Round 2. So twin 1 on this. And let's remember, we should be picking a number that allows us at least 10 seconds of rest, at least for these first couple rounds here. And so if we find ourselves working the whole 30 seconds already in these first rounds, let's adjust that number down. Nothing wrong with that. Round 3 starting in 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Let's do it. Hitting our squats or sit to stands or whatever option is good for us. Getting all the way down, all the way up. And we are on this, guys. 10 seconds until round 4. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Round 4. Still getting full depth, full extension every single time. And remember, this is supposed to be an interval workout. So this isn't just 5 minutes of straight air squats. We're hitting a certain amount of squats, and we should be able to have some rest. 10 seconds until round 5 here. 3, 2, 1. Round 5. All the way down, all the way up. Hitting that depth. Hitting that extension. And we are doing this, guys. In the thick of it. 10 seconds. Let's get ready for round 6. This is where it's going to really start to feel spicy. 3, 2, 1. Round 6. All the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. And we are doing this. Getting full extension, keeping the weight on the heels. Round 7 coming up. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Round 7. This is where it really starts to burn. And hey, maybe we're starting to get into that 10-second, less than 10-second rest territory. But that's to be expected as we get deep into this here. Round 8 coming up. 3, 2, 1. Round 8. And here we go. Everyone picking the option that's good for them. But still, most importantly, getting full range of motion, getting those hips all the way down, getting all the way up to lockout. Round 9 in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Round 9. We are almost there, guys. We're hitting full range of motion, full depth, full extension. Nothing to it but to do it. Pushing the knees out to the side, keeping the weight on the heels. And now we've got this last round 10, just one more round. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's hang on for this last round here. Getting that depth, getting that extension. All the way down, all the way up. Almost there. 10 more seconds to hit our number. 3, 2, 1. And that is it. Oh, man. Not a moment too soon, right, guys? And let's hear a quick high-low buffalo from you guys. So One move couldn't be simpler, right? But how we feeling right now? Let's hear first from Mighty Mouse. Let's hear a high-low buffalo about this GWOD.
Well, my high is I was, I was able to do the move, but my low after the last couple of rounds, I was getting tired. So the buffalo was I pushed through it, and hopefully next time I do it, I won't get so tight.
Hopefully, right? But it was just amazing watching you do your thing. So thank you, Mighty Mouse. Let's hear from Twin One. What was your high-low buffalo?
Whew, that burned. That was a simple WOD. The high was the high was that I finished it. The low was, man, trying to fight through those last couple of rounds. I was really fighting, and it hurt, and I was like wanted to give up, but I didn't. So buffalo was I didn't give up, and I stuck with the number that I chose.
And that's always good to see. Making sure that we picked the right number. It looks like you had a good number picked that was really just straddling that 10-second rest line. You were hitting that at first, and then toward the end, it was taking you almost a full 30 seconds. So that was the right pick. And let's hear from Deb. What's your high-low buffalo, Deb?
My high was that I did it because in my mind, of course, I'm a counselor, and you always say, don't do the math, do the work. So I was like, okay, do the work. But my subconscious was like, you can sit down, you know, you do it all the time. But my conscious was like, but who sits down repeatedly for 10 times in a row? So at 5 rounds or 10 rounds. And so I was like, you got this, don't do the math. So just get up and, you know, like you were at a restaurant, and sit down like you were at the gym. So that's what I did. And it was very good because it strengthens my leg. I needed the weight and the on my legs because I don't sit down like that all the time. So, but it was good. It was a good practice. I'm gonna do it afterwards. Thanks, coach.
Strengthen your legs, strengthens your mind, strengthens everything. Well, thank you guys so much for working on your squats in GWOD. And you know what? If you feel like, hey, this is a skill that I need to work on more often, you can feel free to do this GWOD, perhaps even once a week, if that's what you feel you need. Hey, air squats is something I really want to work on and get better at. And a lot of people feel that they get even more benefit out of this in personalized private sessions. So if that's something that you feel you could benefit from, please click that link that's in this video or feel free to message me for details. Thank you very much and see you next time.